Given Chances Farm. Today we're on the road again, and this time we are took Hott Chocolate for an ultrasound, and she has we took her on, what was that, December 13th, if you remember from the previous videos I talked about it. Took her on December 13th for a, what they call in the, I guess, most of the goat side of it, they call it like a driveway breeding, I guess. But basically what that entails is the person that owns the buck basically does a stud service, so they charge per doe, and you bring the doe over there, they put the two together, you guys stand there and kind of watch. If she stands there for him, he'll breed her, and then when he quits attempting to mount her, you guys separate them again, load back up, and go home. So we did that December 13th. We witnessed him mount her about 5 times that we thought were successful. He did multiple times that he attempted, but 5 times that 3 of us that was there watching at least thought was successful. So we took her home, and we were watching her that 18 to 21 day time frame, you know, thinking, you know, if she comes back in heat, we just take her back. Well, day 22 is when we actually seen something, so if my counting was right. So January 5th, we noticed she was showing some oozing signs of heat. So we contacted the owner of the buck again. She's like, no problem, I'll be home, bring him down, you know, bring her down tonight, and we'll do this again. So we ended up taking her down there. As soon as she walks into the barn with him in there, she starts flagging, which is waving their tail back and forth to try to fan their pheromones to the buck. She stood there and for a couple of times, and then just kind of lost a little bit of interest, and he was still following her around, but she really wouldn't stay there. We ended up loading up, and we brought him home for 30 days to be with her, just to make sure that it was she was going to take, and that he would be with her for a whole heat cycle, so we would know right away, or at least have a better chance of it. So today was a little over 30 days from that. So we brought her down here, and when we brought the buck back, the owner of the buck had an ultrasound machine, and she ultrasounded her for us. And as of today, we're happy to say that we saw 3 possibilities in there. So
yeah, we was able to see 3 of the sacs, but 1 for sure where we were able to see a baby.
Yeah.
The other ones weren't really clear enough to get that much detail of seeing a baby in it.
Right.
But we do know that there is 3 for now.
Yep. So we will keep an eye on her. When she goes home today, she won't be alone. Tulip's quarantine is over yesterday for her 14-day quarantine for us bringing a new animal to our farm. That's how we like to do things. So those two have not been around each other. So we're going to be cautious on that as far as introducing them, and doing it slowly, that way that we don't have any troubles, because I don't want anything introducing the new doe to cause any kind of fights or anything like that that may cause her to stress the new fetus, basically. So we'll be pretty careful on that and how we do it, but we will get them together that way. You know, they're herd animals. They're meant to be together. They're not meant to be apart. And it also will help Tulip, because Tulip come from a bigger farm with lots of goats and has been by herself for 2 weeks. I mean, they're across the aisle way, so they weren't completely alone, but they weren't able to be in touch with each other. So, but now we will work on introducing them once we get home. So we'll video some of that as we're introducing them, to show you guys how they're getting along and keep you updated on her progress. But we're pretty excited that it should be first part of June, if I remember right, would give us some baby Toggenburgs. So that'll be the first dairy goat kids that will be born on our property, and will be the first goat kid that will be expected to be born on our property. Back when we had fainting goats, we actually did have an unexpected kidding, because we bought fainting goat doe that was about 4 months old when we bought her, and just so happened that she was pregnant when we bought her, and we didn't know it. We were told that there was a possibility, because the buck got into the pen that she was in, but it ended up she did have a kid. So we'll keep you guys updated once we get back home. So
that's Hott Chocolate. Hott Chocolate, this is Tulip. You love each other. Come on. Don't be afraid. You're a puppy. Huh? What do you think of her? What do you think? Yeah. Oh, okay. What do you think, huh? What do you think of your new buddy?
So basically what we're doing is, since they were in separate stalls, we brought them back here in the back to have them meet for the first time, and then we will walk them back to where Hott Chocolate was, and they can both stay in there.
I wonder if Hott Chocolate will do like she did with Coco.
we're trying to allow them to meet out here where it's kind of common ground, instead of meeting in what's been Hott Chocolate stall for a little while. That way, I'm sure once they go in there, there's still going to be a little bit of pecking order and a little bit of dominance, but I didn't want the very first introduction to be in there. At least if they see each other out here and then just end up going back in there, then maybe they'll understand that that's what they're supposed to do. Girls.
What? This is the first step.
Taylor, you're on the wrong side anyways. Both of them fluffing up their hair.
Oh, here she goes. Here she goes. No. Go the other way. Go the other way. Yes, I know it's a new scent. But you've already been on here. Go the other way. Go the other way. What do you think? Oh, look at her. Huh? What do you think? She's afraid of hot chocolate. But I know
Yeah.
she's saying. What do you think?
Alright,
baby?
so we'll let them play around a little bit back here, and then we'll put them up in the stall and kind of keep an eye on them so that we can make sure that they're going to get along. So, hope everybody enjoyed the video. Like I said, we'll keep you updated on Hott Chocolate and how she's progressing. And then, as of right now, we're shooting for early June for a baby, or babies. Because as of right now, there was a possibility of 3. So
Yay.
we'll keep you guys updated. So hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share on social media with all your family and friends. Stay warm, stay healthy, and we'll see you tomorrow.